Hello everyone, Solomon here. Today I'd like to introduce to us Docufile B1, that is Docufile Business 1. Docufile B1 is a secure structured solution designed specifically for business owners, accountants, and accounting firms to upload, organize, and manage documents efficiently. The system allows accountants to store essential records such as invoices, receipts, bank statements, tax filings, audit evidence, and compliance documents directly within a centralized database. Each document can be linked to specific clients, accounting records, engagements, or transaction types, ensuring fast retrieval and complete audit trails. Built on desktop, the database offers an intuitive interface that requires no advanced technical skills. Users can upload documents, add notes, categorize files, and search records instantly. This reduces reliance on scattered folders, emails, and paper files while improving accuracy, compliance, and productivity. Key benefits include improved document control, reduced risk of data loss, faster reporting, and better collaboration within accounting teams. The database can be customized to match with firms' workflows and integrated with existing accounting processes. Ideal for bookkeeping firms, tax consultants, auditors, and internal finance team. This solution transforms document handling into a structured, secured, and professional system right on your desktop. Now, the overview of the database. Now, let's begin with the database. The menu of the database is divided into three main sections. We have Info Center, Transaction Center, and Report Center. Info Center basically allows you to create the various documents required or the various files required for you to enter your day-to-day transactions. So we begin with the Info Center. We have first on the list, add new file. So this is similar to traditional system where you have to create a new file before you can file documents under those files. So when you click on new file, you are going to indicate the name of the file. So if it is bank and cash, you are going to write it here, bank and cash. If it is inventory, you are going to file the inventory. If it is receivables, you enter receivables. If it is payables, then payables. So we'll be creating a file called contracts and agreements. So once you enter the file, the name of the file, you either click here to save and new or you save and close. So since it is just one item, we save and close. So that is to create a file in single mode. Now let's look at add new file in multiple mode. Multi-mode allows you to create multiple files at a go. So if you want to create bank and cash, investments, account payables, account receivable files, you can create all under multi-mode and then you save it. Now we have here alter. Alter basically allows you to make changes to the files you've created so far. So if you look through the system, we have this created already where we have background information of the company, financial statements, bank and cash, inventory, investments, non-current assets, account receivable, account payables, payroll and employee records, tax and statutory compliance, legal and contracts, external audit, revenue, purchases, expenditure, miscellaneous. So if this is what I entered lately, which is contracts and agreements. So if you want to make any changes here, you can as well update all those changes and then you proceed. Now, having created the files, you go to Transaction Center. Transaction Center is the component on the database responsible for handling all document transactions, such as creation, uploading, authoring, reviewing, and approval. Uploading documents such as PDF, Word, Excel, and images, etc. Scanning and digitalizing physical documents. Automatic categorization of documents, and version initialization. With this, we are looking at filing documents under transaction. So, in a single mode, you are going to select the file. So the files created earlier are already here, readily available to be selected. So you select the file, then the next is to type the name of the document. So if you are filing trial balance, then you attach the document here. Simply locate the document and then attach. Then you are going to indicate the date on which this was filed. So once you take this, you click Save and New, or you save and close. Now that is entering transaction in a single mode. Now we are looking at multiple mode. With multi-mode, you are able to upload documents, several documents at a go. So you are able to select list of files and then indicate the title of the document here, and then you upload the files here, you enter the date and proceed to accept. So once that is done, then it will automatically be stored in the system. Then the next is to look at altering transactions. So we looked at transactions in a single mode, transaction in multi-mode. Alter transaction allows you to make changes to the transactions you've entered so far. So if you search through this and then you find out that some of the transactions are not accurately entered, then you would have to work on them. So let's say this very one, we realize that this is a transaction that has a problem. So what you can do is to take care of. So you alter transaction, you make changes to the existing documents. Now we are looking at a review center. That is where you go through the system to ensure that all the files, all documents that have been filed have correctly been entered. So with the review, you are going to see the file, title of the file, the attached documents, the date, details, which is optional. Then the review should be either yes or no. So when you go through all this and you observe that all other things are accurate, then what you do is you tick here and then you type your comment here. But one thing too is, if you want to filter a particular file to look at, you only right click the name on the file, you right click the name, and then it populates the file. Then you look at the various documents filed under those files. So you look at it this way, and then that is a review document. Then the next episode is a report. We are looking at a report. A report center, we have just two reports. The file names, which gives you the list of various files, and then the final one is the file itself. So this is the report itself. So when you open here, you are able to see that all files created earlier and all document files have been categorized. So you see the category of the file, you see this is the name of the file, and these are the documents under. Then these are the attachments, and then the date created, the review status, and the review notes. So if you want to see a particular file, to right click here, and then you click on it, it will sort out all that file. So now let's look at what has been filed under background information. Typically, this is structured in a way that when you open a file, you are able to see background information of the company. From the background, you come to financial statements, and in that order. So under background, we have what is called certificate of incorporation. So this is the attachment of the certificate of incorporation. You have memorandum and article of association, then you file it. Trade licenses, you file. Company bylaws and rules. Partnership agreements, if any. Shareholders register or list. Stock certificates. Capital structure documents. Ownership change or amendments. Board of directors list. Directors consent letters. Then CV of key executives. Minutes of the board of directors. That's the minutes of the board meetings. Management agreements or contracts. Company profile. Mission, vision, and value statements. Historical timeline, and founding documents. So these are all filed under the background. You see that in many cases, auditors will ask that they need to see certificate of incorporation, certificate to commence business, and other founding documents. And then you see that the owners of the company or those in charge with management will be running helter-skelter to find those documents. But when you have everything centralized on a particular platform, you can at any point in time visit it to download it. Now, we are looking at the next file, which is financial statement. So financial statement, we have statement of financial position, income statement and profit and loss, statement of changes in equity, support schedules and notes, and then trial balance. So all those have been filed with the dates and then status review and the review notes. And the next one is bank and cash. We have bank statements, bank reconciliation statements, deposit slips, cash count reports, forex and exchange valuation, bank statement, and then bank reconciliation. I think this is a repetition. Now we look at inventory. So end of year stock count, inventory valuation report, stock summary report. Then we look at account receivables, schedule of account receivables, receivable aging reports, customer invoices and payment receipts, sales orders and quotations. Now we look at account payables, contracts and agreements. So you contracts and agreements, then when you come here, you file all the contracts and agreements, you scan and then attach them, you indicate the date on which this was filed. Now purchase orders, invoices, payment confirmations, and payable aging reports, you file them accordingly. Now the next one is payroll and employee records. Monthly payrolls, employee appointment letters, interview score sheets, attendance sheets, benefits statements, employee tax forms, payroll reconciliation, then you file all here accordingly. Now we look at legal and contracts, service agreements, leases, loans and financial agreements, legal and compliance. Then you file them together with their review status. Now miscellaneous. All other reports or all other documentation that have not been mentioned up can be filed here. Mind you, this is not exhaustive list. You can actually add categories and as well as add various documents. And this is not a conclusive list. You can update it to suit your company. So this is just a template to make sure that whoever is filing documents can go according to this structure. So guys, this brings us to the end of Docufile presentation. To get a copy of this, kindly visit so4.tech. Thank you, thank you, thank you. For any comments, any suggestion, don't forget to leave comments below. Thank you.